We are going to continue our trek here into graphing equations with two variables, verifying solutions, etc., by finding solutions to actually create a graph. The first thing we'll need to do in these problems is to write our equation, in this case 6x minus 3y equals 12, in slope-intercept form. What that means is we have to get it into y equals mx plus b form. That's what we're shooting for here. So what we'll do then is we'll subtract 6x from both sides here, minus 6x. I get negative 3y equals negative 6x plus 12. I cannot combine 12 and minus 6x because they're not like terms. Then I'll divide both sides by negative 3. I'll get y equals 2x minus 4. So now I have this in slope-intercept form, and now we'll do what's called a t-table. We have an x, and then we have a y, which we have the y equals 2x minus 4. So now we just pick a couple of different values of x. It doesn't matter. I'm going to suggest that we do, for right now, we're going to do 5. We're going to do 2 negative, 0, and 2 positive. So I'm going to do negative 3, negative 1, 0, 1, and 3. We're going to look at those ones, and we're going to actually evaluate these. So this will be 2 times negative 3 minus 4. Well, that's negative 6 minus 4. That's negative 10. So I have negative 3, which I'll go over 1, 2, 3, and then I'll go down 10 and plot that point. There's 1 point. We'll do the same thing with negative 1. 2 times negative 1 minus 4. That's negative 2 minus 4. That's negative 6. So I go left 1 and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right to there. I have 2 points. Now I'll plug in 0. I have 2 times 0 minus 4. That gives me 0 minus 4, which is negative 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we don't always, once we get more comfortable, we're not going to have to show all of this work, but for right now, to understand where everything comes from, we do. So now I'll do 2 times 1 minus 4. That becomes 2 minus 4, which is negative 2. So I go right 2 and down 2. 2, negative 2 there. Whoops. That shouldn't be there. That should actually be. That should be right there. 1, negative 2. Now we do 3. 2 times 3 minus 4. I get 6 minus 4. That's equal to 2. So 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I have my 5 points. Since these are linear equations, they are a straight line, so we can connect these dots with a solid line, and that graph represents the line 6x minus 3y equals 12. If we look at another example here, y plus 2 equals 3x, we'll need to get this again into slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So I'll actually subtract 2 from both sides and get y equals 3x minus 2. Now I have x, and then I have y equals 3x minus 2. Okay, so again, I'm going to suggest a couple negative, a couple positive. I'm going to go negative 4, negative 2, 0, 2, and 4. See how this goes. 3 times negative 4 minus 2, that's negative 12, minus 2, that's negative 14. So I'm going to go to the left 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 14. That's 10, we'll say 11, 12, 13, 14. That's going to be all the way off our grid there, which is fine. We could have scaled it. I'm not worried about that right now. We plug in negative 2. 3 times negative 2 minus 2. We get negative 6 minus 2. That's negative 8. So negative 2, negative 8. Right here, we have a second point. Now we put in 0. 3 times 0 minus 2. 3 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. I have 3 points there so far. 3 times 2 minus 2. That's 6 minus 2. That's 4. So we have x is 2, y is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there. And then our last one will have 3 times 4 minus 2. That's 12 minus 2, which gives us the ordered pair 4, 10. So there we have our 5 points. Again, they're aligned, so we can connect those with a straight line. That's the graph for y plus 2 equals 3x, or in slope-intercept form, y equals 3x minus 2. In summary, our steps that we need to follow every time, very important to write these down. The first thing we do is rewrite the equation in slope-intercept form. That's y equals mx plus b form. Okay? Choose a few values of x and make a table of values. We always include x equals 0. Always do that. That's always a good point to have. It's a special point that we'll find out about more later on. It's what's called the y-intercept. Once you have your table of values, all you do is plot the x comma y. Okay? They're all x, y's. Plot those points and then draw a straight line through them. Take some time if you need to pause. Make sure you have this information down in your notes.